Hey everyone, my name is Izzi Greenberg. I work with childcare for CT. And what I'm going to show you, so we're a teeny team and a lot of different levels of knowledge about AI, a lot of different writing styles, and frankly, people pick and choose kind of which elements of our mission are most important to them sometimes in the way they write things. And I need to get away from that for a lot of our public facing stuff. It's no one's fault. This is just human nature, like we all do it, of course. And but we're an organization really that focuses on parents, providers, businesses, the Connecticut economy kind of equally, but people might kind of want to prioritize providers or might want to prioritize parents. So there's lots of different ways that if we have things that are public facing, I want there to be uniformity. So what I built was let me share my screen, a childcare for CT voice writer. Let's see, share, which, okay. This is our writer and it's shared with my whole team. And so I've got these kind of like four main voices, although people can use it in other ways. But basically, if I am like, okay, write, I can type in write testimony on SB 25. I can say, give me a donor letter. I can give it a very basic prompt and it will pop out something that's really good because when I built it with all of our information kind of in the background engine. And so it makes it so easy for my team to just like they don't have to know how to do a great prompt. They don't, like it just takes the work out of it. And if they don't prompt it enough, it is designed to ask lots of follow-up questions before creating anything so that we can get to a point of precision. And so I want to show you how to make something. Well, I'll just say, I'll give it something really, really basic. Write a donor letter from Ava, who's our director. Okay, so let's see what it comes up with. Usually it's pretty good. But so here, it shouldn't ask who is Ava because I've told it that, but who is the audience? So that's good. It's okay, this is going to be major donors, or this is going to be, it sort of gives me a little bit more prompting. That wasn't enough. Do you want us to ground this in a bill, etc. So deadline, tone. And so I'll put all of that in and then it'll give it to me. So this is kind of how it works. I don't want to bore you guys with that because we only have a few minutes, but I want to show you how I built it. So if you go to, well, if you're not using Prompt Engineer, that's really helpful also. So I like that one. But if you go to Explore GPTs, and I think you have to do this in your browser. I don't think you can do this in the app. But you go up here to the top right to create. And here in the left is where you would create it. And so you can tell it, I want to make, and you can make these even just for yourself, for some redundant task that you do all the time. And you just give it a set of instructions. And then, it'll kind of preview it and you can always go back into the editing and edit it. So if I find that mine is not spelling our name correctly often, or, something like that, I can always do this, never do this. So I'm just going to show you, I have here, this is actually, let me show you in mine. The Childcare for CT writer. I can go here to edit the GPT. And then this is my configuration. So my instructions are really long, but you can see that I've got these conversation starters. I can put these kind of basic prompts in. Knowledge is where it stores things. So it's got my files. I've got different spreadsheets that I like to use. People can choose whichever model, etc. So there's a lot of different stuff in here. I want to show you, are you seeing this document? Okay, so this is all my instructions and I've honed it over time and I'm going to continue to hone it. But actually you could see that, Ali, I'm not picking on you, but you put childcare as one word. That happens all the time. Or it puts Connecticut as a full word and we are childcare for CT. And it used to be childcare for Connecticut's future. So there's a lot of different name stuff. So I've got specific name stuff. I've got, please ask for clarification because I don't want it giving something that's junky. The person doesn't read it well enough and then it gets used. I want always clarification because I don't know what level on the people on my team, is somebody really good at writing testimony or are they not good at it? So if testimony, here's clarifying questions. If this is for a social media post, so I've got lots of different we've got these personas in here. So multiple personas. I've got a writer, a comm strategist. I use that when I'm doing social media stuff. Campaign architect. I mean, that's a little bit silly sounding, but basically like help me figure out how to get more parents to this particular event. Policy translator is, okay, a bill was just posted. I need to know what our liabilities are in it. Story harvester, we don't use a lot, but that one is kind of like if, to talk with parents. Legislative war room, I didn't come up with that language because I think that's a little much, but that's sort of a strategy thing. We've got stuff about equity expectations, how our language should be used, legislative guardrails, important, like do not make up bill numbers because it will try to do that if you don't tell it. Collective we voice. We don't like to say thank you because our members are doing it not for us, but for themselves. Like there's certain things that we know. I mean, of course, thank you is a good thing to use, but you understand like the sort of mentality shift. So that's my instruction. And now my team really can use this in tons of different ways. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to show you about that. I have been having a little bit of glitchiness on the editing, so but it's really working well for my team, and we can produce a lot of content that's always grounded in our strategic plan. It's always grounded in our talking points, and basically it's like so rules bound. It only uses the information we give it, and so it's just really, really helpful for keeping everything consistent. Oh, the one thing I wanted to show you was I made something this morning as a tester. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That was the one I just did. Palm card design. I was like, I need a quick handout. Make me a 1/4-page palm card I can give to parents who are just learning about us. So that was my prompt. So then it's got these are my follow-ups. What's the main goal, primary audience, etc. So I put in all that stuff. Okay, give me a little bit more information. And this is what it came up with, which actually really fits our brand. It looks great. It is not 100% perfect, but I can now take this into Canva and use the magic layers, which makes everything movable. And then I can, make it exactly what we need. So it's very, very close to usable for me. And this is like, it would maybe take me 45 minutes to put this together, and it took me 5. So this kind of stuff that's like little, I don't want to say junky, but it's like the everyday easy tasks that take a lot of time. We've taken it down. Now it's a 5-minute job instead of a 1-hour job. So our team can just get a lot more accomplished. So that's the purpose of it.